Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy says at least 6 people have been killed in Russia's latest overnight aerial barrage on his country, and that includes 2 children. Moscow's latest attack comes as plans for a meeting between President Trump and Russian leader Vladimir Putin appear to have been shelved, at least for now. The White House says there are no plans for the leaders to meet in the immediate future. The president says he didn't want to waste time.
I don't want to have a wasted meeting. I don't want to have a waste of time, so I'll see what happens. A lot of things are happening on that front, on the war front with Ukraine and Russia, and we'll be notified over the next 2 days as to what we're doing.
CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio brings us more now from our London bureau. Good morning, Ramy. You've consistently reported on the horrors of the war out of Ukraine while diplomacy fails. So first, just tell us about this latest attack.
Sure. Well, in terms of timing, Errol, Russia let loose those missiles and those drones across Ukraine just hours after Trump suspended that meeting with Putin. President Zelenskyy on X said that it was another night proving that Russia just doesn't feel enough pressure. At least 2 of those dead, we understand, were children. Nearly 24 more were injured. And in Kyiv, as you can see there, drones hit a high-rise apartment building. The mayor said there were power outages there, along with the region surrounding Kyiv. Then also in Kharkiv in the east, there are just dramatic photos of a rescue at a kindergarten. There you see it after a drone hit there. Energy facilities were also hit in central Ukraine, more power outages there. But Zelenskyy also on X said that there is no justification for a drone strike on a kindergarten, nor can there ever be. And this is all coming, especially on energy facilities, as we've been reporting, as it gets colder for the winter and as Russia has done for the past 3 winters, really trying to make it tougher for Ukraine.
And Ukraine launched missiles at Russia before Moscow attack. U.S.-made Tomahawk missiles have been in discussion, for example, at the White House earlier. But this wasn't that. So help us understand what was used.
No. Some wish it were those Tomahawks, for sure. But Ukraine fired off Storm Shadow missiles. These are co-manufactured by both France and the United Kingdom. Both of those countries have been supplying those Storm Shadows, called Scalps in France, to Ukraine since at least 2023. Ukraine's military says that those missiles struck a key chemical plant across the northern border in Bryansk. And that plant has been on a U.S. Sanctions list, also on a U.K. sanctions list. It makes gunpowder, explosives. And those Storm Shadows, they don't have the range as Tomahawks do. They fly in excess of 150 miles. Tomahawks go about 1,000 miles. And on that, a U.S. Congressman, Republican Don Bacon, told CBS News that President Trump should give Ukraine those Tomahawks. Take a listen.
The president should be giving the best weapons that we can afford to give. Granted, we have to take care of our own military, but I can't think of a better place to have them. Russia is invading Ukraine. If Russia prevails, we're going to lose Moldova, we'll lose Georgia, maybe the Baltics.
And President Zelenskyy himself is expected here in London this week for another meeting of that so-called coalition of the willing, and we will, of course, be reporting on that. Errol.
All right, Ramy, with the latest. Thank you.